Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong, faced with another hot day. I'm going to try to do this quick because I'm sweating balls here. But anyway, this pretty big news, I guess, for the DCEU. It's not confirmed, but at least it's a little bit more on the official business. Although the Hollywood Reporter has been reporting some interesting things about Henry Cavill that was seemed to have been proven wrong. But in any case, the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Birds of Prey, Gugu mbatha-raw, I hope I said that right, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Justina Mercado, testing for DC Film exclusive. The roles of Black Canary and Huntress are up for grabs. Warner Brothers is looking to fill out its aviary for Birds of Prey, the DC feature project, which is being top-lined by Margot Robbie as the anti-heroine. Harley Quinn is narrowing down the actress who will play heroines Black Canary and Huntress amongst several others. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Gugu mbatha-raw, who starred in Belle and appeared in Ava DuVernay's A Wrinkle in Time, and Journey Smollett Bell, I hope I said that right, I don't think I did, who appeared on the critically acclaimed WGN series Underground and recently booked a lead in HBO's Lovecraft Country, are in the mix for Black Canary. Hidden Figures star Janelle Monáe was also said to be in the running, but it is unclear if she is tested for the role. Canary, who is an expert fighter that is known for her canary cry, has traditionally been white in the comics, but Warner's is looking for diverse talent for Birds of Prey. For the role of Huntress, Margaret Qualley, The Leftovers, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, 10 Cloverfield Lane and Fargo, and Kristen Milioti from Black Mirror, How I Met Your Mother have tested for or read, sources say. Justina Mercado, who stars in Netflix One Day at a Time and who has appeared on Jane the Virgin and The Purge Anarchy, tested for the role of Renee Montoya. Roberta Colindres, who starred on the Amazon series I Love Dick and stars Vita, also tested for the character, a lesbian detective on the Gotham City Police Force. Both Canary and Huntress have appeared in several forms on the small screen, including on the CW's Arrow. Another role to be filled is that of Cassandra Cain. In the comics, Cain is a woman who functions as a mute and socially maladjusted assassin and who was at one time Batgirl. The studio is seeking to remold the character as a 12-year-old and is looking for an Asian actress for the part. There are other potential actors for the roles, but Warner's is said to be moving quickly, with decisions expected to be made within 2 weeks. Birds of Prey is aiming to shoot at the beginning of 2019, with Kathy Ann attached to direct. Robbie is producing along with Sue Kroll and Brian Unkeles. Anyway, so that is the story today. Of course, we won't really know the actual people that are going to play the parts within what is being said to be in a couple weeks. Humberto Gonzalez, of course, says that Mary Elizabeth Winstead seems to got it in the bag, which is great. Out of everybody here, I am a huge Mary Elizabeth Winstead Mary Elizabeth Winstead fan and stan, but I've totally loved her and I would watch anything with her in it. I am really stoked that she's in this. She is in some of my favorite movies, 10 Cloverfield Lane, even the Thing prequel. I've really dug her. Oh my God, how can I remember? How can you forget, right? The Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Come on. So I really dig her, and I really hope that she gets the part. Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the DCEU. Mwah, mwah. That is the best. Now I know there's going to be lots of controversy, and there probably already is by now. I haven't been on Twitter too much. I've been here sparingly, but yes, it's Black Canary is going to be a person of color, and a lot of people are going to take it the right way and take it the wrong way, or take it in some other way. And it's going to be controversial. A lot of people are liking it because it shows diversity in the casting. Black Canary, it really is black, and but the Black Canary in the comics is not. Of course, she is Caucasian. She is blonde. I know some of the diehard comic book people are going to not like that because they want to, in a way, respect the art, kind of like Domino, where they really wanted Domino to look a certain way. And of course, the other side, they'll start calling them racist and bigots and stuff like that, even though they're really just respecting the art. But there's going to have those conversations are going to come up, and it could actually either work in favor or work against this film, seeing how it goes. And just to say, even though they have released this list, remember the list for Batman, okay? They had a whole bunch of people, right? They had Ryan Gosling, they had John Hamm, Josh Brolin, they had all these people and for the role. And then out of the blue, a headline shows up and it says Ben Affleck has been casted. We all thought we were punked. We all thought we got punked here, right? And so you have this list, and we even have, remember, Lady Gaga was also in the running. So you'll never know. Sorry, I apologize, sweating my ass off here. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But at least we'll get to see some really cool fan manips. Boss Logic's probably working on something. Who knows? But people are going to probably manip these characters in place. And it'll be really, truly interesting to see what comes out of this towards later, probably in 2 weeks, we'll actually finally get an actual people, because apparently they're play testing against Harley Quinn right now to see how they're compatible with that character, and which is good. We want them to make sure they got the perfect casting here, and that perfect casting, by the way, is in terms of actors and actresses, not necessarily how they look. At least this is how I'm interpreting what they're trying to do with this diverse casting here. Also, not too much else in the DCEU. I'd just like to notice that Fiona is back. She had an accident in China, and she's been hospitalized and things like that. So, but it's on Twitter. You can go and check out retweets. She's all over Twitter right now. She is back. She's back in action, and so I think that's a great thing. And also maybe we'll get to see a lot more from her. She has a full of energy, full of that fighting spirit, and I hope she comes out better and she's able to walk better again. Take care of Fiona. We're looking forward to all of your most posts and things like that. And then this is kind of I guess we can call it the tinfoil edition. So if you don't care for the tinfoil edition of this segment, please go ahead and move on. You can go and listen to another podcast, listen to anything. Film Junkie put out a big podcast. I can't wait to listen to that, and things like that. But for people who wants to stay and wants to kind of have fun with this, not conspiracy thing, but have fun with what could be, the possibilities and things like that, please join in. For anybody else, goodbye. But for those of you who are staying for the tinfoil hat edition, Zack Snyder did put on Vero once again. Nothing much. This is the post of, and all it says is the owl. I assume this is another Throwback Thursday. Every Thursday he seems to have a Throwback Thursday picture. This is of Night Owl too, and which is cool. And I can't help notice, but there's Doomsday in the background. Doomsday is right next to him. Why is Doomsday in almost every single one of these model pictures? He's always somewhere there. Not all pictures, but in pictures where they show figures and things like that, Doomsday, he must have lots of Doomsday figures, and he just likes to put them. But Doomsday has his back turned. I just couldn't help but notice that. But the real tinfoil edition of this segment is that I have gotten an email from Lord Paul Escobar. Yes. Now, for a lot of you, that would be like, that's a troll. Why are you listening to him? Why are you even giving him the time of day? I guess there are a lot of fans who watch this who want to know what he says. And I'm just going to read it. Like I said, if you didn't like the tinfoil part of this edition, I don't know why you're still listening. But if you're still listening, I'm going to read this to you. So this is what he wants to share with us. He says, a source that is close to the Warner Brothers DC branch told him that some important news and or announcements is expected to be released in the end of the month to first week of October, which is very close. You know, he's not saying that the world will end in 2019, you know, something like that. So it's very close. So we can definitely find out if anything does happen within those reaches. He asked what it was about. His source told him that it might be related to the DC Snyderverse. They told him to be aware of the Justice League and follow-up movies for the core characters, which is not surprising. That's already happening. This has happened after some meeting that took place with Ben Affleck this week, which we already know about. They are sorting out the details for him to reprise his role as Batman, and Toby plus Hamada needed to be sure about the options being made, which is kind of where we were thinking or hoping for. In any case, he asked about the Snyder Cut situation, and his source told him that Hamada did get a ton of mail weeks ago. Yes, our snail mail campaign, and that was also used internally to show up the hierarchy, the interest of the fandom on the alternate cut. So everything is going on our way to see the Snyder Cut release. This is his interpretation of that. We're not sure if that's going to be true. About the Cavill situation, another source told him that the negotiations are going and that is expected for Warner Brothers to close a deal on Cavill for the next 3 movies as Superman. It seems Warner Brothers did open up the wallets for a bigger chunk of money. With his best regards, our Tinfoil Lord Paulus Cobri edition. So that is what he emailed to me. I thought I'd share that with you. It seems like he wanted me to share that with you. We will find out soon enough if any of this is true. Believe him or not, that's what was said. All right, guys. Well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.